yesterday we were talking about the trigonometric identities. Okay, so the two identities. Okay, that is the sine square theta plus cosine square theta is always equal to 1, and tangent theta is equal to sine theta divided by cosine theta. Okay, and today we are going to do a little bit more exercise on this. Okay, simplifying the expressions using the identities. Okay, so please remember to log in the MathApp web system. Okay, with username, that is your student number, and password is LKL, and then your student. Okay, and remember to submit your classwork to the MathApp web system. Okay, otherwise you will be counted as absent. Okay, if we cannot see you. Okay, so let's go back to page 108. Page 108. Yes, so we were talking about question number 1 and number 2. We have talked about 1 and 2, and then I will start from question number 3. Okay, and then to number 6. 我哋今日咧仲係用緊琴日嗰份嘅 classwork 嘅，咁請你咧去 MathApp 嗰度咧開翻琴日嗰份嘅 classwork 先。Okay, so that is the classwork on the 8th of September. Okay, that is your second classwork. Okay, and then I have uploaded one classwork for today. There is only a few questions, but I will talk about this in the later part of this lesson. 得啦，去翻琴日嗰份 classwork 嗰度先啦嚇。Okay. All right. So question number 3. Question number 3. Let us do it together. Okay. And so we still have this type of sine, cosine, tangent, and the identity. So we were using this tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta, or sine square theta plus cosine square theta is always equal to 1. Okay, so we are going to use these two identities many times. Okay, so question number 3, we have sine theta minus cosine theta, and then divided by tangent theta minus 1. When we see tangent theta, so normally we will attack the tangent theta first. Okay, we are going to use this identity to change the tangent theta to be sine theta over cosine theta. Okay, sine theta over cosine theta. So we just keep everything else unchanged, and then change the tangent theta to be sine theta over cosine theta, and then minus 1. Okay, so let me cover this first. Yes. Okay, and then again, so we see that there is a fraction in the fraction. Okay, we need to merge the fraction together first. Okay, which means that the sine theta minus cosine theta on the top should be just copy, but this thing, the denominator, we need to change the 1 to be cosine theta over cosine theta, and then we merge the cosine theta, the two fractions together. Okay, 即係通分母啦，呢度通分母得唔得？好啦，通分母之後咧，我哋見到咧 ，so this is the top, and this is the bottom. Top over bottom, fraction over fraction becomes fraction times the upside down of the fraction. Like this. Okay, so can you see this? This one is the upper one, and then The purple one is the lower one, but originally it is divided by that fraction. But now it is changed to multiplied by the upside down of this fraction, okay? So you're happy seeing this because the sine theta minus cosine theta, one up, one down, will be cancelled by each other, okay? So what is remaining is just cosine theta. That is the answer. It's okay? Oh, you're okay. And then question number 4. So please remember to submit, upload your classwork to the MATLAB web system. Okay, number 4. 1 minus cosine square theta minus sine theta divided by cosine theta minus cosine theta times sine theta. Okay, when you see there is no tangent here, so we are not going to use the first identity. But can you see that there is a 1 minus cosine square theta? Okay, 1 minus cosine square theta here. Okay, you just focus on this. Sine square theta plus cosine square theta is equal to 1, which means that 1 minus cosine square theta will be equal to sine square theta. Okay, if x plus y is equal to 1, then 1 minus x will be equal to y. Okay, so it's sine square theta minus sine theta divided by cosine theta minus cosine theta sine theta. Okay, and then we find that in the subtraction, there will be some common factor we can take out. Okay, on the top, we take out the sine theta, and then we write down the remaining factor, which is the sine theta minus 1. Okay, and then for the bottom, we have a common factor of cosine theta. So I take out, sorry, there's a theta, cosine theta, and then the remaining factor is 1 minus sine theta. Okay, it seems that there is no more common factor to be cancelled, but when you see that it is sine theta minus 1 and the lower one is 1 minus sine theta, so they are just the opposites of each other, okay, swapped, which means that we can just do one little step to change one of them to be the other, okay? So we change the upper one, we take out the negative sign, so take out the negative, it becomes negative sine theta, and then swap the subtraction, it becomes 1 minus sine theta, okay, divided by cosine theta times 1 minus sine theta. And now you have two common factors to be cancelled, 1 minus sine theta over 1 minus sine theta. Okay, so what is remaining is negative sine theta over cosine theta. But this time is a very few times that we're going to change from the sine theta over cosine theta to be tangent theta, because we need to simplify this, okay? So the negative sign is still here, okay? But the sine theta over cosine theta becomes tangent theta, okay? And that is the final answer. It should be negative tangent theta. It's okay? 好，睇到佢得唔得先？呢個計分到，有冇同學需要慢啲嘅？ Okay, next one. So I'm going to clear the board. Next one, question number 5. Number 5. So sine theta plus 1 times sine theta minus 1. This one is actually a little bit easier, okay? Because it is in the form of a plus b times a minus b, okay? So we just use the identity, okay? A plus b times a minus b will be equal to a square minus b square, okay? A square minus b square, where the a is sine theta in this question. So a square minus the b is 1 square, okay? The sine square theta, sine theta bracket square is sine square theta, and then minus 1, okay? This time, I would change the sine square theta to be 1 minus cosine square theta, and then minus 1. And you see that the 1 and minus 1 will be completely cancelled by each other, okay? So what is remaining will be just negative cosine square theta, okay? So that is the final answer. Is that okay? Number 6. So 1 minus sine theta over tangent theta divided by sine square theta, okay? And again, when we see tangent theta, we need to handle the tangent theta first, okay? So we will change the tangent theta to be sine theta over cosine theta, okay? And then divided by sine square theta. So I'm going to change this to be this, okay? But this is a layer of layer, okay? Layers of fraction. The upper one is sine theta, and then the lower one is sine over cosine. When we are going to simplify this, we need to change this to be sine theta multiplied by the upside down cosine theta over sine theta, okay? And then divided by sine square theta, okay? And when you come to this part, you are happy because sine theta and sine theta can be cancelled. And then what is remaining on top is 1 minus cosine theta, okay? And then over sine square theta。好啦，嗱呢度咧有啲巧妙嘅，你打粒升落去呢個位啊。So let's put a star here, okay? For the next step, for the next step, okay? Because we are going to change the sine square theta to be 1 minus cosine square theta, okay? Because we know that sine square theta plus cosine square theta is always equal to 1, which means that one of them is equal to 1 minus the other, okay? But it is better than this step because all of the terms are in terms of cosine theta, no more sine theta, okay? But one of them is minus cosine theta. The other is minus cosine square theta, okay? They cannot be cancelled directly, okay? But what shall we do? We are going to do this. 1 minus cosine square theta is written as 1 square because 1 is actually 1 square, right? 1 square minus cosine square theta. And we are going to use the identity, this identity, again, in the form of a square minus b square. We will factorize this, okay? We'll factorize the denominator. 1 minus cosine theta is no change, unchanged. And then 1 square minus cosine square theta becomes a square minus b square becomes a plus b times a minus b, okay? Just like this. And then you are happy seeing this because 1 up, 1 down, 1 minus cosine theta and 1 minus cosine theta will be cancelled by each other. Okay, so what is remaining on the top is just nothing, but we don't write nothing. We write a 1 if there is nothing. And then what is remaining on the bottom is just 1 plus cosine theta. Okay, so that is the final answer. 得唔得？呢度 Do you have any problems up to now? Okay, please remember to upload to the MathApp web system. Okay. Oh, 嚟到呢度有冇問題? So if you are okay for this, please give me a response. Okay, please give me a like or a clap, please. Okay， 呢度想你俾一個反應我。Okay， 如果嚟到呢度 OK 嘅，都跟到嘅，大概明我講咩嘅，俾個 like 或者俾個拍手掌我得唔得？嚟呢個位，用一啲 formula， 用一啲 identity 去到化簡一啲有 sin、cosine、tangent 嘅嘢嘅，好唔 OK？ 嗱，呢個位咧，我相信大家咧基本上咧唔係太難嘅啫。但係咧，你哋要小心嘅咧就係呢啲位，特別係呢啲啊，呢啲分數之中有分數嗰啲，得唔得？分數之中有分數嗰啲嘅化簡要特別小心。OK， 通常啲同學咧錯嘅位咧就係呢啲位嚟㗎啦，得唔得 ？OK， 分數之中有分數嘅就係呢啲位啦。OK， so let's go to the next classwork. Next classwork. I'm going to clear the board now. Okay. Let's go to the next classwork. That is the classwork today. 好，睇先啊。好啦，咁啊得翻3題嘅啫，其實咁但係咧，咁呢度有少少巧妙嘅。OK， 嗱，但我要講一講 example 先啊 ，example 先，同埋個 instant practice 先 ，OK。所以呢度咧就唔使做住，暫時要抄一抄低呢度呢啲嘢先 ，OK。example instant example 2。It is given that tangent theta is equal to 3 over 5. And then find the value of this 2 sine theta plus 3 cosine theta divided by sine theta. 好啦，嗱呢度咧咁樣，我哋知道咧 tangent theta，sorry， tangent theta is equal to 3 over 5, right? OK， 今次咧我哋唔去用之前嗰啲方法咧。咩畫直角三角形啊 ，tangent alpha 啊 ，quad 1、quad 2嗰啲 ，OK？ 因為咧，我哋可以直接咧由呢度去揾嘅喎。佢咧叫你揾咧 2 sine theta plus 3 cosine theta divided by sine theta. Actually, we can simplify this expression first, okay? Because this is a fraction, there are 2 terms on the top, which means that we can split the fraction into the sum of 2 parts, okay? 2 sine theta over sine theta plus 3 cosine theta over sine theta, sharing the same denominator, okay? But for the first fraction, you can see that the sine theta and sine theta will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining in the first fraction is just 2, and then plus 3 cosine theta over sine theta. We know that tangent theta is equal to 3 over 5, right? Which means that sine theta over cosine theta will be equal to 3 over 5. Can you see this? Okay, just change the tangent theta to be sine theta over cosine theta. Okay, and if I take the upside down of both sides of the equation, we will have this cosine theta over sine theta is equal to 5 over 3. Okay, Can you see this? Just take the upside down of the fraction, and we'll find that cosine theta over sine theta is equal to 5/3. But going back to the question, in the second fraction, we have 3 times cosine theta over sine theta. Okay, so this is exactly equal to 5/3, right? So we are going to change, we are going to keep the 3 here. First, keep the 3, and then the cosine theta over sine theta will be changed to 5/3. Okay, and what is remaining is just pure numbers. Then you may use the calculator to help you. Okay, or just do the calculation, canceling the 3. We have 2 plus 5, so that final answer is 7. It's okay? 好，呢度得唔得？好啦，嗱，如果呢度得嘅話咧，咁就 I'm going to clear the board first. And I would like you to do instant practice 2 now. Okay, let's do the instant practice 2. 呢一題唔使交嘅，唔使交嘅。OK， 但係都一齊做啊，一齊做。因為呢題咧又係有啲巧妙嘅。OK。啊，冇啦冇啦，等陣先。我哋唔好做 instant practice 2，因為呢題咧應該咧已經 out 咗 C 噶啦，唔會咁樣問嘅。OK， 唔需要做呢個啊，唔需要做 instant practice 2，得唔得 ？OK， 我哋直接去第7、第8同埋第9題。So I would like you to do question number 7, question number 8, and question number 9 now. Okay, I think 7 and 8 will be not difficult at all. Okay, so can you try to do question number 7 and number 8 first? And then I give you 5 minutes. I will talk about these 2 questions in 5 minutes. So classwork. Please submit to the Math app. And 5 minutes. Okay, let's check the answers. Question number 7. It is given that sine theta is 2/9. Find the value of this, okay? And again, so this time we need to express everything in terms of sine theta, okay? 1/sine theta is ready to be changed, okay? It's 2/9, right? And then minus the cosine theta over tangent theta. We need to change the tangent theta to be sine theta over cosine theta, like this, okay? And again, this is a fraction of fraction, up over down, okay? Up over down, it becomes, and this is also, I mean, the first one is 1/2/9. And then we do the 1 times upside down, okay? Minus cosine theta times upside down, cosine theta over sine theta, okay? And this time it is 9/2, and minus cosine square theta over sine theta, okay? And then we will change the cosine square theta to be 1 minus sine theta. So 9/2 minus 1 minus sine square theta over sine theta, okay? And now everything is in terms of sine theta. And we know that sine theta is equal to 2/9. So it's just 9/2 minus 1 minus 2/9 square over 2/9, okay? And then we just use the calculator, okay? I think it is, let me see. I think it's equal to 2/9. It's okay? OK， 好嗱，呢題咧，但係咧有個快啲嘅方法嘅，我想教你哋。OK， 第7題啊，仍然第7題。呢度咧，其實咧頭先咧我哋好心急咧，一開始見到 sin theta 咧，就將佢變咗做2/9，即係呢個位。其實咧，如果我哋唔變做2/9先咧，係仲好嘅喎。點解咧？嗱，我哋試一試咁樣做啊。Method 2。Method 2. So 1/sin theta minus cosine theta over tangent theta。嗱，不過咧 sin theta 咧都係唔需要轉嘅，因為咧佢已經好 ready 轉做數字噶嘛，我哋就冇喐佢。即係話咧 1/sin theta，we just keep it unchanged, and we just change the the tangent theta to be sine over cosine. Okay, sine theta over cosine theta. Okay, and then this is copied. And again, this is cosine theta times the upside down, cosine theta over sine theta. And then we will have this 1/sin theta minus cosine square theta over sine theta。好啦，我哋一開始唔將個 sin theta 轉做2/9嘅好處咧，就喺呢度啦。我哋咧原來呢兩個份數咧根本就係個分母係一樣嘅，我哋可以擺埋一齊嘅。Can you see this? What is remaining on the top is 1 minus cosine square theta. Okay? But 1 minus cosine square theta is just equal to sine square theta. And then divided by sine theta. So the upper part is power 2, the lower part is power 1. So we cancel one of the power. So what is remaining is just sine theta. Okay, and sine theta is equal to 2/9. And finally, we just change the sine theta to be 2/9. Okay, so we don't have this thing if we use method 2. Okay, we don't have the complicated calculations. Okay, so that is like this. So that is question number 7 and number 8. And then we do not have time to talk about question number 9. Okay, do you have any problems up to now? If there is no problem, then so I will stop here, and I will talk about the next part tomorrow. Okay, so that's the end of this lesson. You may leave now.